The S&P forgets to hit the gas pedal, and we cash out our calls for 412% gains. This is Invest with Jacob. Hey guys, so the big news of the day is we cashed in our SPY calls in our 100K challenge for 412% gains in just 3 weeks. I want to jump in and show you how we did that. Okay, so here we are in my E-Trade account. We're going to go to our history, and I want to show you that from 1/1 of 2021 till today, you can see we started this account on 3/17 with $6,000. And then on 3/23, just 3 weeks ago, we bought 14 SPY calls for April 21st expiration at 395. Today, okay, we cashed those out for 17,000, 3,000, and 3,000, or a total account balance of 24,736, or 412% gains in just 3 weeks. This is the power of Elliott Wave Theory, and this is what I hope to show you and help you with and give you with this channel. So we're going to jump into the charts here in just a second to show you what we expect today and when our next big trade setup's coming and how to do it. All right, guys, welcome to the show. My name is Jacob Gabbard. This is Invest with Jacob. If you're getting some value, if you like the channel so far, hit that subscribe button so you get these videos every single day. We do a market update every single day and tell you what the market's going to do. Hit that like button. It helps me spread the word to other people and grow my channel. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, let's jump into the charts and see what happened today, yesterday, as well as what's going to happen today. So yesterday we pushed up, made a nominal new high, then kind of crashed down a little bit back to support, and then pushed up at the close to make a new high and have since been grinding sideways. We wanted the market to go a little faster than this. We don't expect it to go 1 to 3% every day, but we do expect it to move up a little quicker than this in a wave 3. So the reason that one of the reasons I sold my calls is I am a little concerned about the consolidation phase we are in and how long that could last. It could last a few more days, I think, into next week, and that will eat up a lot of premium if you have calls right now. I don't think we're going to crash or anything. I just think that we are not going to move up at the pace I needed to continue making money over the premium on my calls. So the expectation here is that we're going to continue to grind up to 4150 and then consolidate down and possibly revisit 4070 as a pullback. 4150 is the minimum target for wave 3 of 5. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute because it gets a little convoluted and a little complex. Yesterday I did mention there was an alternate count, and we're going to take a look at that and why that happens and why the counts can change in Elliott Wave, and we got to be a little bit nimble and pay attention to what the market is telling us, okay? So let's jump into the longer term chart so that we can see kind of what's happening and what we expect. Okay guys, so here we are on the longer term chart. It shows our major market pivot, which is where we are right now. We are in this pivot zone, okay, and we expect to eventually move up through that to wave 3 of 3 and then pull back into that major market pivot before we finish wave 3 of 5, wave 5 of 3 of 5 up here in the 4800 region. So our next major target is the 4400 zone, which is where our wave 3 is right now. But there is a little bit of an alternate path that we could see. So I try to keep this very simple because Elliott Wave gets very complicated very fast. But I do want to give you some overview so that you can kind of understand where we are and what we're looking at. So Elliott Wave has a 5-wave on-trend movement, or impulse movement as we call it. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to make this one longer because we're going to break it down. But typically wave 3 is your longest wave, okay? And this is your 5th wave. So consider this big picture, right? This 5-wave structure we have on the screen right here is our big picture. We are in this wave right here, this long 5 I drew on here. This is where we're at in the whole grand scheme of things in this big bull market that's been going on for 12, 13 years. This is where we're at. We're in this final stage of that bull market, okay? This wave, just like this 3 and this 1, also break down into 5-wave movements, okay? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So we, in this movement of wave 5, are in wave 3. So we call that wave 3 of wave 5. It's already starting to get a little complex, right? Guess what? In this wave 3, it breaks down again into 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this wave 3 of 5 that we're in, we are also in wave 3. Okay, this is one of the most powerful zones to be in, a wave 3 of a wave 3. So we are in wave 3 of wave 3 of wave 5. Now, in this wave 3, guess what? There's 5 more steps, and that's where we're at right here that we're looking at. Okay? So we are down here in this wave 3 in these 5 steps. So let's take a look at where we're at on the actual chart. Okay? So over here we have established our wave 2 down here, which means this is the start of wave 3 down here. And that is this wave 3 right here on this third chart in, or this third impulse move in. We decided that wave 1 of that movement topped here, and wave 2 was down here. Okay? And then when you get a 1, 2, and then 1, 2 into the next wave, that's a really good sign that you should buy. And that's what we did there, and that's why we did so well on our Elliott Wave move. However, if this count of 1 and 2 is wrong, and this one here needs to move up to here, okay, and this is 1, then we could see this wave 2 pullback down to this region here, okay? And that would be our alternate count. So if this wave 1 is here instead of back here, then you would have 1, 2, and that sets us up for a much higher move up into 46 to 4800 as opposed to 4400 to 4500. Okay, and the reason it sets us up is wave 1 is higher and wave 2 is higher, so it sets the higher target for wave 3. So I don't want that to be too confusing, but I do want you to have an idea that, keep in mind, this is the big picture. This is the 13, 14-year bull market that we've been on, okay? We are in this leg of that bull market, the last leg, okay? Inside of that leg, we are on wave 3, okay? Inside of that wave 3, we are on wave 3, all right? So it's a lot to keep track of. And inside of that wave 3, we're on our count. And this is our wave 3 of 3 target. And that is based on the original count where the 1 is here and the 2 is down here. Okay? So that's what that's based on. If, however, this decides to pull back and test the 3950 to 4000 region, then this would become wave 1 and that would become wave 2, which would target us a little bit higher. So that's the alternate count. So there is a chance for a pullback to 4000 should that happen. And the only reason we're looking at that now is because the market is not hitting the gas pedal and going like it should in this wave. It's kind of grinding and going sideways and consolidating quite a bit, which could lead us to a wave 2 pullback, which could be, you know, like a whipsaw type stuff where we're up, down, consolidation type moves and eventually grinding back down. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Right now, our main assumption is still that 4150 is our next target. And should we hit that, then we'll look for the market to pull back a little bit there to the 4070 range possibly, and then accelerate and finish this wave up here in the 4400 range. I hope that wasn't too complex. I hope it wasn't too much. I just wanted to give you an idea of how this all works and where we get these targets, and that Elliott Wave is a little bit nimble. We have to, until we get a solid foundation on our waves, we're still kind of guessing at where wave 1 and 2 are based on the fibs and general Elliott Wave theory. Okay? Hit that subscribe button. Happy trading, guys.